Hey, what's up everybody? This is Damron. I'm playing Gears 5. This is part of my Escape series in Gears of War 5. We're looking at all the escape maps on Master difficulty. This time we're playing the Hive, which is part of the original maps that came out. So let's take a look at the modifiers that are going to be on Master difficulty. We got Ammo Starvation, which gives you less ammo on pickup. Regeneration, so enemies are going to regenerate health if you don't hit them frequently enough. Faster Venom, more lethal, more health, and Iron Man, some usual ones, as well as a regen penalty that's going to make all the players regenerate health 50% slower. So honestly, the modifiers in this particular mission are not actually that bad. So let's take a look at the characters we're bringing into this map. We're bringing Lizzie, Keegan, and then your third, player isn't as critical as having Lizzie and Keegan. Your third one can be really anyone, but preferably you want someone that has good melee damage. We're using Emil here. You can also use Lonnie, and you can also use Cole. So those are the suggested lineup that I have. For us right now, we got Lizzie, Keegan, and Emil. So we're going into the first area, and you're going to have two possible spawns here. You can have either rejects like we have here, or you're going to have some drones and imagos. Now, what we want to do in this first section, again, in these guides, we're not doing any exploits or any workarounds. We're playing these the way they're supposed to be played in hopes that these guys can kind of stand the test of time, so to speak. You know, when people originally ran this map, they really relied on Keegan's grenade glitch, but that's been fixed as of recently. I think as of Operation 3 update, it was fixed. So you're not going to have infinite grenades, right, to get through this map anymore. So anyway, what we're doing in this first area, and one of the good things about Keegan is he has the ability when he marks an enemy that if you kill the enemy that he marks, your ultimate will recharge faster. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just allowing Keegan to mark all these rejects, and me as Lizzie, I'm going around and executing them all and able to charge my ultimate as fast as possible for the section that's coming up after this. Now, once you take out the rejects and or imagos in that first section, this next section will always have drone type enemies. If you have rejects in the beginning, you're going to be like us and you're going to have some imagos and probably snipers. If you have imagos and drone type enemies in the first section, the second section will also have snipers, but will also have some grenadiers and imagos. So I ran up in there and meleeed an enemy and got down, but that's okay. This part's not too bad. Really what you want to do is make sure that you charge Lizzie's ultimate up in that first section. If it is drones and imagos, it might be a little more difficult to do, but try to let Lizzie get those kills in order to allow her to charge her ultimate. Also, keep in mind with her passive that if you are the character who's playing as Lizzie, her passives allow you to recharge your ultimate just by taking damage. So that's another thing you can do to kind of recharge your ultimate a little bit faster, is to just get shot and then go back into the cover. It'll obviously take a lot longer because of the regen penalty that's associated with the regeneration modifier on this map. So once you kind of clear out that first area, you're going to come into this area here. There's either going to be a couple juvies like we had 2 juvies, or there's going to be a couple imagos. So deal with them, and now we can go inside of these 2 weapons rooms. Okay, now in these weapons room, I'm going to just pick up, some sniper rifle ammo, but most importantly is that Keegan needs to pick up the boom shot. All right, the boom shot is going to be in one of these rooms, and Keegan needs to get that because later we're going to be fighting either a flock or a warden, and you really want to have that boom shot for that encounter with his bleed ability on. That's really going to make short work of that scenario. So that's what we're doing in this section, and we've got Lizzie's ultimate, which is ready for the next room. So I'm just picking up the ammo here for the sniper rifle ammo. Obviously, we're not getting that much out of this stuff because of the ammo starvation modifier. And then, of course, across the way on the other side where they're at now is another weapons room that they're collecting ammo in. But if you're Lizzie like me, we're going to go ahead and get into the next room. In this room is where we're going to use Lizzie's ability. So that's why it was important that we got her ability up and running prior to this room. The Sisters to the End card is pretty critical for Lizzie. Make sure you have that leveled up, and it's going to help you get this even faster. So, recent update did tone down how fast you can get Lizzie's ultimate, so keep that in mind. You really have to utilize the cards and the strategies that I'm showing you in order to properly get her ultimate quickly. All those kind of cheats and workarounds and shortcuts don't really work anymore. Alright, so keep that in mind. So really, in this room, so you can see he shot a boom shot, and I'm just using Lizzie's ultimate silverback here, and we're going to clean up this entire room, and then pick up all the ammo before we go to the safe room. So let's go ahead and get that done, and we'll get moving on.
Activating drop shield. Drone spotted. Sniper. Dead before he hit the ground.
I see the safe room.
I can still fight.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
So I do recommend, as we're kind of cleaning up this area here, be sure you're grabbing all this ammo. Really, on this level, the venom shouldn't really be giving you too much of a problem. You know, the enemy spawns that you're going to get, there's not too many of them, but it's pretty dangerous of an encounter, especially this room right here. But once you kind of clear it out, be sure you grab that extra ammo, and then you can also use Keegan's ultimate ability to recharge your ammo. And a quick note on that, be sure that you're using this ability in the venom so that you're also getting the explosive ammo from this ultimate as well. So that's what we're doing. We kind of walk back to the venom, he uses his ability, and now he's recharging his boom shots for the next section. So we've kind of cleared out the first area of the hive, so it's not too bad. So we're going to go into this safe room here, and we'll be on to the next section. We'll speed this up a little bit.
Doors open. Let's go.
And of course, while we're kind of waiting to enter the second section of the hive, just take a quick moment to give a big thanks to all my followers and everybody that's helped support and help this channel grow. Really appreciate it. If you all like my stuff, as always, feel free to like and subscribe. I just do this as a hobby, gamers for gamers. This is not a channel that I'll ever monetize. Again, just keeping it real for you guys. So let's get moving on. Once you're past that safe room, you're going to walk up this hill here, and you're going to have two spawns, three different spawns. Either you're going to have a bunch of juvies right here, and that's really nice if you brought Cole into the fight. Cole can just light up those juvies. Another thing that you can have is what you're seeing here is a bunch of drones and grenadiers, and you can also have imagos and a scion. So those are three different things that you can see right here. The worst probable spawn that you can get is the one that we got right here, the grenadiers and the drones, because they can obviously clean you up pretty quickly. But as long as you have Keegan with that boom shot and that bleed damage, as you're seeing malicious right there just cleaning house, you should be fine, especially with Keegan's ability to get more ammo. Ammo should not be a concern that you're having with that boom shot. If you're in a scenario where you need to use it, get it going and start laying waste. So once we've kind of cleared out that room, we're on to probably the most challenging room on this level. So we're going to walk up here, and we go to the right hand side. Immediately, do not stop. When you get in here, immediately go to the right and sprint up. Whoever's first in line, you're going to take out an enemy if there is one there, but stay together and then just get up here. If there's any enemies that are up here, you want to utilize the triple melee. As I've mentioned in previous guides, the triple melee is key on master difficulty, right? Just melee, and then hold melee, and what you're going to do is a stun attack on that third melee hit, and when you stun them, then you'll be given the prompt to be able to execute them. So you're going to clear out that enemy, and now we're going to stay on this side, and as you can see, we're using that sniper ammo to kind of clear out these snipers and take their health down and clean them up. We don't want to push forward too far right here, because if you push forward, you're going to spawn the boss enemy to come out right here, which is either going to be a Warden or a Flock. Preferably, you want the Warden. He's a little easier to deal with on Master. We obviously, with no exploits, we don't have the infinite grenades from the grenade glitch historically, right? So we got to do this the right way. And the right way is to take out as many of these drones as you can before you come over here. And then once you come over here, just know that you've probably triggered the boss enemy to kind of come this direction, which I believe this time is a Warden. So yeah, here he is. So now this is where we're going to utilize that boom shot ammo and whatever sniper ammo that we have that we picked up earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and expend mine just to knock off his helmet and then pick up an M-bar. The M-bar enemies that spawn in the back of the room can either be M-bar or sniper rifle. So if they're M-bar, just expend the sniper rifle ammo that you have and then grab their M-bars so that you can contribute to taking down the Warden. And this is really the last part that really gives us anything that we really need to worry about. So just take your time, stay back, pick your shots, get your headshots, and use your boom shot bleed damage to just kind of clean this Warden up.
Reload! I'm ready! Still got it!
Need the assist right now!
I thought he had so little health. I was playing this and I was like, he has so little health. I should just be able to melee him and take him out. But this Warden was just surviving with this slither of health. And I was like, all right, we just need to shoot him. And, you know, Lizzie's freeze ability will eventually take care of the rest. So anyway, we clean him up and we're pretty much on to the last room of this particular escape map, and that's what we're saving our second use of Lizzie's ultimate for. Obviously get up in the venom here, and really the one thing that we want to recharge the most is Keegan's boom shot ammo. So be sure you're in the venom when you drop your Keegan ultimate right here. Refill your ammo as much as you can, and when that goes, we're ready to get into the next area. Now when you kind of go right here, don't go immediately go right. If you actually push too far forward down that hallway, if I kept going straight, you can actually aggro a next set of enemies, some drone type enemies that can come back and start shooting you in the back and giving you problems. In fact, you can see on the bottom left, the venom just killed some elite grenadiers. That's the enemies over there. As long as you don't aggro them, the venom will come and just kill them, and you don't have to mess with them. So we can then go into the next room. There might be a sire here or a couple imagos, one of the two that's kind of in this initial room. And then what you want to do, you want the two people, you know, here for us, which is Emil and Keegan, to kind of go up to the right, up above me to my right hand side, and they're just going to pick their shots and shoot who they can as I activate my silverback and I just go forward. And the main thing you want to take out in the silverback are the two scions. They may not be drop shot and mulcher scions. You can have, you know, you can have the boom shot, or you could have you know, the buzzkill scions, really anything. But get them to focus on the silverback and then just take them down. While you're doing that, your teammates should run to the exit and go ahead and hit the switch. That way Lizzie can come down here. By the time you get to this point in Lizzie, you can see the door is halfway shut. And now they're going to throw whatever grenades they have, whatever flash grenades they have, to keep back what you weren't able to kill with Lizzie's silverback. And with this method, you guys should be able to beat this map without very much difficulty. I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope you're finding my guides helpful. As always, if you like my stuff, feel free to like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next Gears 5 escape mode on Master difficulty. See you around.